Hola Virgo, Sun, Libra, Moons. Welcome to your 2020 Sun Moon reading. When you view it is when you were meant to see it. It doesn't matter the time of year. I'm doing these in order of requests in the comments. Be sure to post yours up. And while you're rating, check out your 2019 Sun Moon readings that are in my playlist. First portion of this reading, we'll go over the traits of your Sun-Moon combination. I'll then lay out the main cards. We'll take a quick look at your 2020. The second portion of this will be the link below to the Vimeo reading, where I'll have a deeper interpretation of your cards with clarifiers. I'll be dividing the year up into 4 separate sectors. So let's get to your traits. So you all are wonderful at diplomacy. Because you have a really good nature and you're very tactful when it comes to approaching things. One of the things that kind of bother you is self-consciousness, okay? So that's something you can work on in 2020. It's really hard for you to understand how people can be aggressive and how people can be pushy because you're very far removed from that. And you can be very susceptible to other people's moods. That's usually what happens to people who have a moon in Libra. If you're in a work situation or a living situation and it's a little bit chaotic, you're going to have a tendency to kind of go withdraw into yourself, sometimes get caught up in fantasies just so you can get a little bit of peace of mind and hide away from the problems that are going on around you or the chaos that's going on around you. You're usually pretty laid back, very calm, very composed, very gentle, very refined, very classy. You have charm, you have skill. You can persuade anybody to do anything. And it's just because people trust you and have that charming manner about you. I think as you got older, it was kind of tough for you to deal with the ugly side of reality. You wanted to run away from it. And the problem is when you become an adult, running away from stuff isn't always what you can do. You just kind of have to deal with it. It's a really good idea for you all to do meditation, yoga, walks in nature, going outside, anything that's just kind of like quiets your mind, allows you to find peace in your surroundings as much as possible, whatever you can do to make yourself happy. You're romantic and you're also artistic, so you have a creative side to you. You do tend to place a lot on physical, being attracted to somebody physically when it comes to somebody you meet. Compatibility is super important too. But the problem is with you all, and you need to be super careful with this, is that you have a tendency to do all the giving. So, just make sure you don't nobody takes advantage of you or you kind of get run over, because you have a tendency to pair up with mates who do a lot of taking and who are very selfish. So just be aware of that. Have your spidey sense out for that. So a lot of people believe that you're an introverted person, but you're just kind of shy, and sometimes that's your way of not dealing with challenges and things like that. Make sure you don't settle. Don't withdraw. Don't kind of settle for things. Embrace opportunities. Embrace challenges. Don't just kind of disappear or shy away from that. Use your willpower to construct your fate or design your fate. Don't be reliant. Oops, sorry for the interrupt. Don't be so reliant on those around you, okay? You had to motivate yourself to kind of do things. Like I said, don't settle. Don't be complacent. Kind of push yourself in 2020. You're very logical. You're very perceptive. You're very astute. You guys also do very well at helping people or assisting people in hospitals or counseling or courtroom or management or social work, because you guys really are really the helpers and the fixers, especially when it comes to people. Okay? So let's see what's going on for your 2020. Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, and your insight for Virgo, Sun, Libra, Moons for the year 2020? What do you see? What do they need to know to reach their higher ground, become closer to the universe and closer to divine? Any messages you have for Virgo, Sun, Libra, Moons for their greater good for 2020 would be greatly appreciated. Virgo, Sun, Libra, Moons, what do you see? What do they need to know? January, February, March. January, February, March. We have the Three of Swords in the reversed. If this reading resonates with you, consider a personal reading. My email, my rates, my info are below. Just send me an email. We can set that up. April, May, June, we have the Four of Wands in the upright. Ask me a question on an instant go. Check me out on Facebook. Check me out on Instagram. Okay, Ace of Cups in the reversed for the period of July, August, September. And if you could like, share, subscribe, and or donate in the link below, that would be wonderful. That would be great. Rough year. It's up, it's down, it's up, it's down. Now, when I say it's a rough year, and if it seems like it's a negative reading, I always say, hope for the best, plan for the worst, exercise your free will, okay? This is how things are most likely to happen. But if you know that it's coming or it resonates as it's coming up, then you have the heads up to kind of turn things around. So, January, February, March, I see you guys are coming out of something. You're coming out of heartbreak, you're coming out of loss, you could be coming out of a betrayal of some sort. It's a healing. Three of Swords is a card of healing, realizing, it's time to let go. I need to heal from these wounds. I need to kind of get past this. I need to move on from this. Some of you could actually physically be healing from surgery of some sort, or physically healing from some wounds that you actually have. Usually it's from surgery, but I mean, this period of time, and some of you might also be able to be moving on at this time because someone has provided you with an apology. But I get a little bit concerned, and I feel like you've healed, you've moved on, and now someone has provided an apology, and I feel like you got sucked back in. I really do. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. I always say in these readings are general. It can apply to any situation. But whatever it was, I feel like somebody, you spent a lot of time healing, and then this person came along and said, I'm sorry, and then you ended up healing a little bit more, and then I feel like in April, May, June, you end up celebrating with this person. You could end up moving in with this person. You can end up getting engaged to this person. You could end up going back to work with this person. Whatever the situation is, I feel like you reconnect with them. And I feel like it's a really joyous time. It's very happy. It's very harmonious. You're celebrating with family. You're celebrating with coworkers. Things are great, or they seem like they're great. And it seems like things are settling, and you're putting roots down, and things are good. Now, the only problem is in July, August, September, we had the Ace of Cups in reverse, which is about being very disappointed, a beginning that thinking that something was going to happen in an emotional sense, thinking something filled your cup, and then finding out that that wasn't the case. Some of you might really take a hit in regards to believing in yourself, but it's about depression, it's about disappointment. Some of you might be repressing your feelings in regards to this. Maybe you don't want people to know, you don't want the other person to know how much they disappointed you, or the entity disappointed you, or what have you. But coming into October, November, December, I see the Seven of Swords in reverse. So some of you could actually be going through a divorce. I get that sometimes with the Seven of Swords in reverse, some sort of legal matter in regards to this person. I'm thinking that that's more of like a business sense. But the thing is that with the Seven of Swords, I feel like somebody gets uncovered for what they've done. Okay, so and I think that helps you a little bit. I think it's like, the I knew it kind of thing. Kind of maybe you knew something was going on, or you knew they were being shady or whatever, but I feel like in this period of October, November, December, you're going to find out, they're going to be exposed, and then and only then are you actually going to be able to free yocourself of what's going on in your mind. You're going to feel justified, you're going to feel vindicated, you're going to know you did the right thing by kind of coming out of this. And again, that could be in any kind of situation. So if this resonates, consider a personal reading, and or click on the Vimeo link below. It'll take you to the clarification portion of your reading. Check out your 2019 Sun Moon readings on my playlist. Ask me a question on Instant Go. Check me out on Facebook and Insta. Like, share, subscribe, and or donate in the link below. Otherwise, best of luck in 2020. Adios from Veronica Garnett.